So I just recently finished my 20th sketchbook, which you're seeing here. It's got quite a bit of a heft to it. On the cover, this is, I believe, a painting by Gustav Klimt. This was taken out of a calendar from last year, so. And this sticker is by Joel Arts, and then this one is just a little Sanrio sticker. And no, nothing on the back. And the sketchbook was from December 14th of last year to April 20th, which was yesterday. Starting on the first page, I should clarify that not everything in this sketchbook is super chronological. I did go back near the end of my sketchbook and quote-unquote fix some of the pages, and so this cat and this skull were done later in the sketchbook. And I did have some art goals, but I ended up just like covering it up because it was like the end of the sketchbook and I didn't really need to have them like there anymore, if that makes sense. But yeah, this cat and this skull were both done with my Turner acrylic wash, which I just posted a review of and painted some cats with. So second page, this was a thumbnail for the original first page that I ended up covering up because it didn't really turn out too great. And I put this in later with the gouache again. This is an oil painting concept for a really big piece that I'm working on. This was just kind of a color study, which didn't really turn out too good. You can't really see any colors on camera. And this is just more planning for that piece. This page is upside down. This is my initial plan for the mural that I'm working on, which actually, this is an idea that I printed out digitally so I could transfer it onto some paper. And then I made like a colored version of it. So this is the official plan, and that was like the digital printed out version. Moving on, this is when I first started developing one of my original characters. She still doesn't have a name, but I wanted her to kind of have like a scythe and lightning. Those are like the keywords, the buzzwords. I did make a character sheet for her that I'll put up on the screen now, but yeah, mostly just wanted to play around with like fantasy themes and like kind of Dungeons and Dragons and some pencil sketches. I think I was gonna do these in gouache, but I didn't end up finishing that. This is when I rewatched The Last of Us again. This is Ellie Williams. I have a little bit of a, I didn't post it, but I have a little process video of me sketching this, so I might post that eventually as like a short or something. This was me trying to figure out sticker designs. I still haven't landed on any really. This was, oh, I had a idea for like a sticker design where it's like Ellie and then it's kind of like, there's like a opening in her head and then like the fungus is coming through. So, and I was gonna do it as a group with Joel and have like, I don't know, it'd be like a pair. I really don't like, I didn't like how that turned out, so I covered it up with this. It's kind of like a random idea because it had some leftover paint. More sticker ideas and just generally brainstorming products. I wanted to do a Tamagotchi sticker or keychain, which I still might do, but I'm still in the brainstorming process. Which is, yeah, this is all brainstorming for products. This is during exams for the first semester, and I was just, all I wanted to do was draw, but I couldn't because, you know, I had to study for exams. Some figure drawing. I did go in after and kind of put some markers and stuff just for fun. I still really like this kind of thing, and I want to do something related to that digitally. More figures. They're not the best, but it's, yeah. I have a video on this up on my channel. I'll have that video linked in the card. This was on a worksheet. I think this is Ophelia from Hamlet. I wanted to do a Meet the Artist, which I'm still gonna do relatively soon, I think. This page is cute. This little dog in a sweater. I think I was rewatching Jenna Marbles, because, you know, I miss her. Me and my boyfriend. More sticker designs. I wanted to do Ellie's backpack, which I still might do. And this is a little more of the Tamagotchi idea, which these are all things I do want to do in the future. It's just I haven't had a ton of time. And for the Tamagotchis, I was trying to figure out what characters to do. I think what I'm going to go with is have one that is the starter Pokemon. Like I have this little idea down here that I really liked. I'm going to have one with that on the little screen and then figure out another one that has Sanrio characters, kind of like all crammed in. Oh, drawing some beetles in preparation for a sketchbook spread. And then this is the sketchbook spread, which I posted this on YouTube, the process video, and so many people watched it. Oh my god. More figures. I do a lot of figure studies. This was painting stuff. I still kind of want to do this idea because I never really got to do it. This was thinking for a painting based on The Last of Us of like Ellie in the middle and then Joel and Ellie when they're like on the floor covered in blood. This was for some class stuff, figure studies. My fairy video, I kind of want to redo it, honestly. I don't like how the finished painting turned out, and I don't know. I think mostly didn't work out just because it's too bright and bubbly for my style and what I'm comfortable with, so yeah. Ellie Williams, none of these really look like her, but I was trying my best. Her tattoo. This was kind of just like writing, trying to figure out what I want to do. This was for my mural actually. This is one of the instances where I came back later. I was working on screen printing for my art class, and yeah. For Valentine's Day, I painted some cute Valentine's Day sharks, which I think this would be a cool sticker if I just modified it a little bit. Maybe I'll repaint it with my acrylic gouache, because this was with my water-based Himi Maya gouache. This was some just required painting practice with acrylic paint, so it's all sticky. Another cute little doodle of me and my boyfriend. More figure studies. This is when I had a figure assignment coming up, so we had a lot of required studies to do, so there's just pages and pages of that. This is with Conte, which I didn't really enjoy using. Well, it was fun enough, but I think if I used it a little more. Out of all of them, I like these ones, these two, the most. Ooh, really like this page. I tried like a different, this isn't like a required thing for the assignment, but I wanted to like kind of add it in. Doing like, I had a reference photo and I drew it in 30 seconds, and then I kind of like looked at it and like, okay, what do I do instinctually when I'm doing figure studies, and like pointing out the kind of things that are not super great and don't align with the reference. Like I made the eyes too big, the ears are weird and big, and the proportions are off. So, and then I gave myself 2 minutes to kind of fix it and focus on those things, and then took notes again. So in this one, I did like way too many, what's it called, like reference lines, and also the values are all off, and it was kind of like really muddy. And then I gave myself 15 minutes to kind of apply my notes from there and really take my time with it and like kind of drawing intentionally, if that makes any sense. And then I did 2 more, which I really like how these turned out, so I'm gonna just let them shine for a little bit. Look at that guy. He kind of looks like Julian Solomita, so more of my boyfriend. I'm sorry. This brush pen in particular, I think I talked about it on my channel before, but I'll just say it again. I love this Muji brush pen with like my entire heart, and that's what I used on here. I don't use it a lot, just like on this sketchbook in particular, because of the paper being too rough. But in my newest sketchbook, which I haven't taken out of the plastic yet, but I plan on using this a lot more, because from what I've heard, this is like a moleskin style-ish, and the paper is like way smoother, so yeah. Also, I'm gonna make a video doing the first page of this. I don't know if it's gonna come out before or after the sketchbook tour, but you know, I'll plug that while I'm here. And this hand, it was done in gouache, you know, per usual. This was some of the artist study. This is kind of gross. It kept falling out, so I've had to put new tape. I didn't really need to print out my writing stuff, but I did for some reason. I was planning for my figure painting assignment, and I wish I went back and used one of these ideas instead of going with this one, but you know, it's fine, whatever. The full process for this is also up on my channel if you're curious. Just painting some dogs. This little study in the hand holding a cup, and then I ended up doing a oil painting based on that kind of thing. A little self-portrait, why not? I thought I looked cool. More with my brush pen. These were just from some like references on Pinterest and doing some clutter. This was a study of my desk. This was done with my water-based acrylic gouache, and then this was done with my Himi Maya gouache, and then this was done with the Turner gouache. I think if I did this with the acrylic gouache, it would have turned out a lot better. And I wanted to cover it up, but I liked this camera, so. A little painting study, which I did actually like recently do another study. I'll show you. So this was in gouache, I think. And then this is my most recent one, which is in oil, so it's still shiny. But yeah, kind of cool. This one is from February 25th, and then this one's April 21st, which I've been occasionally doing life studies like that every once in a while. Just trying to build that skill, and I think it's working. More portraits. I don't really like any of them. More trying to paint Ellie, or draw Ellie. I think this one looks like her, and then the rest of them don't. I don't know how much of this ticket I can show, so I'm just gonna cover it. But I went on vacation for a little bit. And this is just in the plane. I do like how this turned out. This was using my purple color ace. I can't remember what it's called. I'll put it on the screen, I don't remember. And this was in the airport. I had my little notepad with me just because I didn't want to bring my entire sketchbook. I always bring this little notepad in my purse and then like a pencil or two. So yeah, if you see like these sheets of paper like that size, that's why. I wanted to do a Hannibal piece because I had this idea years ago for a Hannibal piece, and I really like it, and I never did it because I'm scared to do it, to be honest. But I do want to do a Hannibal piece of either Will or Hannibal at some point. Maybe I should just start with like a portrait instead of like jumping. I think what I'll do is I'll have like I'll do a portrait of Will and a portrait of Hannibal, and then I'll do like a full artistic piece, because like I'm always so scared that I'm gonna get the faces wrong, but then I never do the preliminary work for it because I'm lazy. But anyways, this was for that painting process video where I was just diagnosing some issues. Oh, that's the reference photo, and this was the assignment sheet for that. Painting some jars. This is an oil paint, this is an acrylic, and this was just more planning out for my mural for the desk part, because I decided I really wanted to have a lot of clutter on the desk, so yeah, just jot some ideas down. This is more for my screen printing that I was talking about earlier. Doodling some ideas here. I couldn't decide initially if I wanted to do a spider or snake, and I ended up going with a snake, as you can see. And this is like the main color scheme for that. This page, this was just some stuff I wanted to get done in March, which I didn't really end up doing, but that's okay, because I did like other projects. Oh, and this is when I got my acrylic wash, I think around here. So this is acrylic wash, this is partially acrylic wash, these hands are acrylic wash. So yeah, kind of went crazy. This is actually a study. It's one of, for my most recent project that I'm still working on. It's one of my painting studies. This painting was actually supposed to be young Ellie from The Last of Us, like at the beginning of part 2, but I ended up kind of going rogue and it doesn't look like her anymore. And this was just kind of playing around with colors left over on my palette because it had like yellow and red and a little bit of blue. So another cat. I've been painting a lot of cats recently, and I don't really like how this page turned out, like this as a whole page, but the individual stuff is fine. I like this little beetle, it's cute. Oh, here's the other 2 studies for my art class. And this is the initial sketch for the project I'm currently working on, which, here, I'll give you a little sneak peek. This is it. It's on the bed beside me because I needed the desk for this video, but so see my head in 2, and I have like a bunch of items and stuff I like. It's due on Thursday, it's currently Sunday, and hopefully I get it done before then because I'm not very far in the piece. So for the last few pages, I was just doodling some wolves, dogs, dog-like animals. I've been wanting to do a lot more dog stuff, wolf stuff, practice. So yeah, this is just some of that. More of that going on here. This is me planning for my first page in the new sketchbook, which I haven't done yet because it's still in the wrapper. I'm gonna take this digital idea that I had and then add this wolf thing to it, like on the first page, and kind of have, you'll see it in the first page video. Yeah, and then these are some, I wanted to start a big oil painting. Which I have, actually. And this was just some brainstorming for that. I ended up going with this idea, but of course, ideas change over time, and especially with me, I cannot just stick to an original plan. It always evolves to something else later. But yeah, and that is the end of the sketchbook. It took how many months to finish? I want to say like 5 or 6. December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, 5 months. Which is pretty standard for my sketchbooks. Ideally I want to have them done sooner, but I'm also a big fan of not pushing myself to finish sketchbooks super soon because I feel like the quality decreases. And I also like it when they're all like massive like this, so you know, you gotta like spend the time in the sketchbook for it to like get to this size, which because the sketchbook has a little band, it didn't like bulk up like they usually do. For comparison, just for a little comparison, this is usually the size And then this is this size, which they're pretty similar, but I don't know. Alright, that being said, also, if you weren't aware, I'll have this sketchbook up on my DeviantArt, complete scans of all the pages, as well as these 3. So if you're interested in seeing scans of my sketchbooks, recent ones and more non-recent ones, go check that out. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.